Alright, now this is some classic 90s comic right here. I think my dad's heart is in the right place. Oh yeah, give me a 90s Gimmick cover any day. Hey everyone, it's vmcampos, comic book fan. Welcome to another episode. Now, my dad knows that I'm into comic books, so he's always out on the prowl for some deals over at the swap meet. And he said, "Have I got a deal for you?" This last time that I went over to their place, my parents' place for Thanksgiving. It's a box of comics from the swap meet that I'm going to unbox for the first time in this video. Now, I did look through a few of these that are out here, but I thought, hey, this is going to be a perfect video to record and look at comics with all of y'all. So let's get started. First thing I see is a really beat up Wonder Woman New 52 #1, Chris Chang art. This seems to say $12.99. This cannot be $12.99, especially with all of these stains. Stains on a Wonder Woman comic. Okay, better put that one down. What's this one? Parker Fowler #1, Mysterious, the Unfathomable. Kind of cool cover art, kind of nice and cartoony. Haven't really heard of this one at all. Tell me if you've heard of this. When is this from? There's some action going on there. What is the year on this one? Seems to be a copyright of 2008 there, so tell me if you've heard of this comic before. This looks like some classic late 90s stuff. Marvel Select New X-Men Academy X. How many more X's can there be in the... Well, this is a double flip magazine, and on the back we've got Astonishing X-Men. Hey, I guess this is a Joss Whedon written comic, so we know what to do with those. Oh, Mark Miller and Lenil Yu, Super Crooks, issue #1. There are too many superheroes in America. Let's go someplace else. Somewhere else. Miller World from Icon/Avatar. This is going to be full of a lot of violence and probably assault and the like. I'm on to you, Mark Miller. Classic Dark Horse's shared universe thing that, according to legend, they were working on first before Image Comics debuted and such, and it was planned out, but it never panned out. I kind of want to get them. There's not a whole bunch of them out there before they canceled it, but this is from week 2. We have Mecha. Kind of cool art on that. There's something recent right here. We can see the recent DC logo. This is 1 of 6. Batman Arkham Knight's Genesis. I was more of a Batman Arkham Knight's Super Nintendo boy myself. Aliens, Mondo Heat. Oh, okay. This is Henry Gilroy, Ronnie Del Carmen with very, very cartoony art. I'm not used to that. What year is this from? 1996, the good old days. So, yeah, very cartoony Aliens series. I'm sure it's still as violent as ever. It's kind of interesting. Never seen this one before. Compared to the dark and gritty of everything that is always Aliens, this really is different. I guess it's also a one-shot since it doesn't have a number there. Cool. Oh, yes, got some 90s Gimmick covers here. Look at that foil. Love it. This one is staying in the collection, definitely. And it's a #1. Because remember, Jim Rhodes, the armor, and the attitude. Love it. Can't get enough of that wonderful Duffman comics. New. Oh, yeah. Extra meat Duffman mask. Is this actually like in German? Or yeah, wait a minute. Eberdan Kommende Duffman. This is a comic in German? I should have noticed as soon as I saw Panini. Right there, they are a European publisher. Der Supersauger Simpsons. Wow. This is interesting. Duffman #1, German edition, with the mask intact. The holes have not been cut out there. Wow, this is kind of cool. And it's kind of in good condition. Wohl auf den Leim gegangen. So, wow. Very interesting. And here we've got, what is this? Invincible, Iron Man Resilient, 1 of 8, Hammer Girls. #25, yeah, just something. And this is Frozen at 99 cents. Another one of these beat up ones. This must have been on the at the table where they were selling it at the top there to entice you. Hey, buy comics. Never mind that they're getting a whole bunch of moisture damage and sun damage. So this is a number 1, the New 52, to complement that beat-up New 52 Wonder Woman. First explosive issue, Tooth and Claw, Image Comics. This looks like some classic 90s stuff. These furry characters. Hey, wait a minute. It's signed to Steve, I guess the creator. I guess I'll make up a story for this. This person went to Comic-Con and got this first issue, and they got it signed by the creator, this first exclusive issue, with authentic signature there. So I'm going to send this off to CGC, and it'll be the only one on the census. Free Comic Book Day. It's just Free Comic Book Day stuff. Although, of course, I love a good Alex Ross fold-out cover. Whoa, that action. I need that as a poster. Get all your Marvel comics at the vmcampos Comic Book Club. Killer 7 from Capcom. This is a video game, right? From Devil's Due. They don't publish anything anymore, do they? Is Devil's Due extinct? Well, that's some classic early 2000s stuff right there. Oh, that Thor, the Jason Aaron Thor stuff. So back when they were doing their augmented reality, I feel that they brought that out at the wrong time, because now that we have more of the technology, not gratuitous at all, the AR stuff should work even better. So yeah, it's a classic Jane Foster Thor. Classic, right? It's only like 5 or 6 years old. Everything you need to know about Shrugged. So this is a primer. This is from Aspen. 15 years of Aspen. Only 25 cents. Got some cute art. Yeah, early 2000s stuff right here from Aspen. Some of their other books really put the ass in Aspen. I have to check this one out later. Flashpoint Aquaman, Emperor Aquaman, first issue. Looks kind of tough. Not really. True Believers, Carnage USA. Okay, if this was a real Carnage USA, not the True Believers, that'd be worth some amount of bucks. I don't think the True Believers is worth that much at all. Savage, Hawkman, number 1, back with their other DC logo before Flashpoint. I always kind of like that one. What about you? Oh, actually, this is transitioning right into the New 52, so they haven't changed their logo just yet. Justice League International. So we got Booster Gold, Batman, and the rest, I guess. Fire and Ice, Guy Gardner. Another True Believers, Venom, Shiver. Again, if this was the original printing, this would be worth a few bucks. I have actually the Spanish printing of this one, the Mexican printing of it, and I got the English version, True Believers. Oh yeah, we got some Sam Keith art over here. I recognize it anywhere. 1992... Ghost Rider, Marvel Comics number 1, Ghost Rider and Cable. Cable's so cool, he doesn't even need to look where he's shooting these demons to land a hit, and this one's not having a good time. And those is looking very familiar. Servants of the Dead. Cosmic Ghost Rider. Oh, okay, so this, remember when this was incredibly hot? Cosmic Ghost Rider? And now it's like nothing? Tell me in the comments if you're still into Cosmic Ghost Rider. And maybe you're missing number 5. Alright, so it's, again, a big old box of comics. And I think from what we've seen so far, we kind of have a sense of what's in here. 90s stuff, some first issues and the like. That's It, Heroes, I Quit. Justice League America. Starfire. It's not a DC Universe printing, so I guess that's not that great. The Unknown Soldier. Oh, this is the new format, 80s Unknown Soldiers, suggested for mature readers. The dark and gritty 80s stuff is here. A 12-part series by Jim Owsley and Phil Gascione. It only looks like a war story. It starts here. A new Titans era debuts. The new Teen Titans Happy Anniversary. What started as a revelation has turned into a nightmare. Some Marv Wolfman goodness. Another one of these. This is 73. This one was 71. Well, I'm missing the story. Maybe they'll be randomly in there. What is this one? Weapon Zero. Marvel Comics would like to have a word with you. And so, yeah, we've got some image stuff. Oh, Joe Benitez doing the art on that. Lady Mechanica prototype, I suppose. Just random Justice League. You can tell me in the comments if there's anything in here that is a a high-value key. Ooh, there's some Simon Bisley art. Grant Morrison, Kelly Jones, Mark McKenna. If the interiors are just as amazing, this is an amazing find. Amazingly. Another one, this is 35 versus 36. I don't think I'm going to get any complete stories. That is Bisley. Very nice. I'm not going to get any complete stories, but as long as I have 1 or 2 issues of something that I can read, that'd be nice. Ooh, the Star Trek Next Generation, number 4. Tasha Yar, crying like that? I don't believe it. She's way too tough for that. 6-issue miniseries based on the hot new TV show. It's funny to think about. It's a hot new TV show, but that's been around for so long now. Primal Force, number 1, Journey to the Dark Corners. Just some generic 94 comic book. Oh, with Toby Hooper working on it, right? Green Arrow. Yep. Oh, it's the Mike Grell run. 74, issue 74 from 93. So it's the long hair Superman of the time. First we had the Lois cradling the dead Superman, and now we've got Superman cradling dead Lois. Such poetry. Action Comics, this is another one of the Fall of Metropolis. Kiesel, Geis, and Rodier is number 701. Action Comics, 675. Stern, McLeod, Rodier, Panic in the Sky, 4th Strike. Mind Grabber. Just so much stuff all over the place for you to enjoy. Ooh, Brigade. So some Image Brigade stuff here. Is this, nope, not Liefeld. Legally distinct Batman and Cable characters. Extreme Prejudice Brigade, that is an epic cover. Chap Yap is putting the beat down on this guy. Never read these, so I don't know who they are. Seem pretty epic. And I already see a few more Brigades in there, so someone was a fan. In space, gravity has no meaning. Oh, Warriors of Plasm, number 10, and number 8, and number 7, and number 3. Okay, someone was truly a comic book fan if you have 10 issues of Plasm. Let's see, any of these covers good? That's kind of a cool little warping effect there. Kind of interesting how we've got the blue character and then the red background. And then just a come at me dog pose, and then the number 3. Kind of a busy scene to look at. So yeah, any of you ever read Warriors of Plasm? I remember meeting Jim Shooter at Comic-Con 93, 94, whatever, when this was debuting. Cool guy. So we've got Millennium Week 8, some DC event that was happening in the 80s because the Millennium is coming. Yeah, what's up with this collection? It's just so random. Here's a number 2, a number 5, a number 8. Not a complete story at all. So Englehart, Staton, and Gibson on that. Yep, wish it was a complete story. Have to jump around there. The Birth of Weapon Zero, Part 2. And this is marked as T3, issue T3. Interesting. More Joe Benitez art. Legionnaires with a very stark white cover. Okay, Time Trapper, you win. Shaking uncontrollably in terror. Newsstand edition. This is from 86. Very cool logo, very stark cover. I like that. Grifter. This is when Grifter was still at Image. Yep. Ripclaw. Some more Image stuff going on here. Her superpower is that her costume can never truly rip off. Extreme Prejudice Team Youngblood. Right, love that pink all over the place. Got the Youngblood Strike File, Liefeld. Got some Badrock coming at you. How many of you are old enough to remember when he was called Bedrock? Right, some Robin books. I see some random Robin books over here. Huntress, Evil Priest Guy, Robin jumping in to stop everything. Chuck Dixon on that. And I wonder if they meant this to be blood. It probably is not sweat, but it's probably too violent for the kiddies if this was actually blood all over Huntress. We got the 0 Hour. Hey, DC Universe logo. No, that's different than the DC Universe in the barcode. Got a couple Robins going on over here, however. This is Robin 3 of 5, 2 of 5. Come on, give me 1 of 5. This is Robin 8, Knight's End stuff. Got a reprint, a duplicate of that one. City, Cry of the Huntress. Alright, so yeah, we got a Robin stuff. Team Youngblood 3. Again, I'd love to have more of a run of books to actually be able to read a coherent plot. So Colleen Doran right there, Kurt Busiek, End of an Era, Part 5 of 6, DC Universe. Yeah, is this like one of these DC Universes with the extra logo on it, or is it just a plain old DC Universe thing? Killer Instinct, Part 2, Cyberforce. Alright, Green Arrow, suggested for mature readers, the Mike Grell run. Ooh, it's this one over here, actually. Let's get this over here first before we forget about it. And it's the ultimate guide to the Mandalorian. Wow. Anyway, we got the Green Arrow, Mike Grell stuff, the Shadow Strikes. Is this Kaluta on this? Don't think so. And Black and White, never heard of this. Image Comic. Welcome to Tranquility, Gail Simone, nice. With Neil Gage. Violent cover over here. And just 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s style. Killer Instinct Part 4, Cyberforce, RIP, R.I.P. Ripclaw, hilarious. With some Silvestri art, always love those. Hey, Wetworks. So, we got a run of Wetworks over here for, never mind, got my hopes up. But some Whilce Portacio stuff. Although that's, hey, that's Joe Chiodo cover on that, number 7. And I guess Whilce on number 4. Cool. The Kindred, number 3. There's a whole committee there making this comic, so it's got to be good. Team Youngblood. That classic flying at you pose is just classic. Brigade. That guy looks pretty cool. I'm sure he's heard all of the stoned jokes already. Hawkman, hey, Tim Truman, Book 3, Phoenix Flight. Kind of a disturbing looking Hawkman. Gold foil, or not gold foil, but gold ink cover. This is one of these prestige books. Another one here, another Hawkworld, Tim Truman. This is Book 1. No, okay, so that's a Book 1, and that's a Book 3. Come on, where's the Book 2? So I can read about this very disturbing looking Hawkman. Yeah, so this is the 4th issue of Weapon Zero. Hey, there's another Plasm. Maybe I'll get the whole series. Get the whole run of Plasm books. Hey, there's another one right there. There's number 2. I already had number 1 from back in the day. Of course, we all did. But now I guess I have 1 and 2 and random. And then there's 6. Nowadays, this character reminds me a lot of, like, Chell from Road to El Dorado. The one DreamWorks movie. And then there's the number 4. Yeah, so I think I have a complete run of Warriors of Plasm over here. That's got to be worth something, right? At least a read. She Said, Destroy. And this one is by Corallo, Kangas, Nalty, and Ujumori. What publisher is this at all? I'm really curious about this one. Number 5. What publisher is this? Oh, it's Vault. Okay, it's relatively recent. After Millenniums. The correct spelling of that is millennia. After millennia, the Morrigan and Brigade are face-to-face once again. So, okay. Some fantasy, sci-fi, modern stuff from Vault. There's everything of Image, and there's Marvel, and all of that. But then here we have somewhat of a run of She Said Destroy from Vault. Alright, gang, we're almost done. We're on the final 1,000 issues or so here. Another Legion, Brigade, Genocide. Number 2, Wetworks. Number 15. Portacio isn't on this at all by this time. Very interesting. Only 15 issues in. We got some tech comics over here. 618, back when they were $1. Brayfogle art, love it. Youngblood Strike File, number 3. The Kindred. The Battle of the Same Haircuts. Who will win? Some 0 Hour Legionnaires, End of an Era, 4 of 6. I have to see if I've got a run of that. It'd be interesting. Team 7. Chuck Dixon, when he was doing some stuff for Image there. What is this one? Twilight. Book of 3. Chaikin, Garcia Lopez, Olaf. That'll be kind of cool to look at here. This is their 80s suggested for mature comics. $4.95. It's expensive. There's another Wetworks. Grant, Alan Grant. There's issue number 50, double-sized 50th anniversary issue by Grell, etc. Legion of Superheroes. The votes are in. Special election issue. Yeah, that's the most exciting thing in comics. Elections. The Invisibles, number 13. She-Man, part Venus. Morrison, 1 as a boy, Jill Thompson. Part 1, Venus as a boy, Grant Morrison, Jill Thompson. There we go. Dead Inside, Do Not Open. Supergirl, Inside Out, number 3, by Stern and Geis, etc. Cyberforce, number 3. The 3rd issue of Weapon Zero. This is the 3rd issue, but this is T2. So what's that about? A Trencher. I think that's the one that I'm missing. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I've definitely got 1 and 2. I think I've got 3. I'm just missing number 4. R.I.P. Keith Giffen. Can't wait to read that one. Another Brigade, Extreme Prejudice. Another Brigade, The Fatal Finale. Another Brigade. At least put some gimmicks on these covers. Make those nice and shiny. Gilgamesh II, Volume 4. Jim Starlin, Steve Olive. I've got a couple of these. That'll be interesting. I don't know. Let me look at these carefully one moment. So, and that's the end there. So we'll look at those Gilgamesh in a moment. But we've got Helheim, Colin Bunn, Joel Jones, Nick Flabella. So Oni Press over here. Anyway, this is kind of interesting way to end things. So is this a complete thing? Please let it be complete. We got Volume 4. We got Volume 1, yes. We got 2 of number 4, great. And then a number 3, yes, come on, then the number 2. Yes, that is the number 2. So I guess that's the whole complete thing, right? So Gilgamesh 2, Volume 1, suggested for mature readers, Jim Starlin, Steve Olive. I think this is really cool with that pedigree. And, this cosmic stuff going on, so that is a cool way to end this video. And, yeah, lots of random stuff here. I forgot to ask my dad how much he paid for it all. Some 90s stuff, completely incomplete runs, except for that Gilgamesh there. And I think I got that complete run of Warriors of Plasm. Got that Mandalorian magazine, and, yeah, a whole bunch of comics. Which of these are nostalgic for you? Which of these did you read back in the day? Which of these are you interested in reading now? I'm really curious about that Gilgamesh. Tell me if you've ever read it. Were you into some Image books in the 90s? How about those DC books that I got? So it was mostly Image and DC, right? Very little Marvel in here, and then this Vault book from very recently. So yeah, this was my haul. Thanks, Dad. Hopefully you didn't spend too much on all of these treasures. I got some more reading material to add to my collection now. Maybe a key issue here or there, but hey, even if they're not keys, they're comics, which are always a fun time. So this has been VM Campos, and I'll see you in the next video.